Hey dude, it's Thub, and we are starting recording a little late this week. It's actually Easter Sunday right now, and there are plenty of reasons. I was going to do a quick little vlog every day to sort of show what I had planned this week and how it was going, and it wasn't going that good, so that didn't happen. It was going okay, but I figured I owe you guys a little explanation, so let me give you a quick run through of everything I've been doing this week. Now the major project, the key point underpinning this entire week... Hey David. Yeah, we've been working on this. As much as possible, fitting it in and around having to make money and other projects, and he's been working late and I've been working plenty, and wow. If nobody had anything else going on, we could probably get this done in a day, but that's not how this stuff works. So, anybody who's been following the channel for a little while will recognize this view. Haven't we been here before? Yes, we have. We've done exactly this about a year ago. Maybe a little less, a little more. Within the last 12 months, we were exactly here with a slightly different but pretty much the same car. Or maybe that was 2 years ago. I don't remember. Anyway, it was this garage and this model and this friggin' worn out metal disc. Yes, we're doing the clutch. And thankfully, well, we're about halfway. Now we've just got the fun part, which is wrestling that beast back up into there. No engine hoist this time, just had to kind of make it work. Seems to be working. It's not super stable, and I wish it was easier to lift the thing up, but this seems to be doing... yeah. The whole thing's quite the mess. And unfortunately, doing stuff like this doesn't really lend itself super good to vlogging, because you can only really do one thing at a time, and that would make this take even longer. What's up, Sonia? So with that in mind, David and I are going to wrestle the transmission. I'll talk to you in a second. Okay, I'm back. It's actually the next day, because that was an absolute nightmare. We started around 3? Fought with it for many hours. I left to go to dinner. David eventually managed to get the transmission in there around midnight. Not that he worked on it for that entire time, but there was, well, the straps have changed several times. It wouldn't have been that bad if not for a lot of things. For one thing, the axle was not, we didn't have the axle taken out in the first place. It's out now. You can't see that really. That was causing problems. Everything was causing problems. It had this motor mount that was in the way. So he ended up like grinding off a bolt that was welded on there because it just... you don't need every bolt, do you? That's fine. It's totally fine. No, we're replacing the bolt. Don't worry. I'm just doing it in a slightly different way, because that one made it awful. Now, next step, gotta bring in these right here. She also needs new front bearings, because these ones are completely worn out. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get everything out. This is super stuck on, and so is this this brake rotor, which I should definitely replace, to be totally honest, but I really don't have the money for that right now. So here's the new stuff. Pretty excited about that. New bearings and new hubs. Oh, so shiny. And they come with new bolts on all of them too, which is great, because I totally broke one getting to, well, trying to undo this. So, we're going to Canadian Tire for that, for 2 reasons. I don't actually have a press, and those things are press fit in. I'm not going to spend all afternoon hammering them and trying to hammer them back in by hand. I'm just going to pay the money to get someone else to do it. And also, over all of my trash picking, I have collected quite a brick of Canadian Tire money. I want to see if I can use it for service. Here we go. Nope! What they wanted was ridiculous. They wanted to charge me for 2.6 hours just to pop out bearings and slip the new ones back in there. I know it's a big job, otherwise I wouldn't be getting someone else to do it, but I don't have $300 to pay for that. That's ridiculous. So we're going to my favorite back alley machine shop, and hopefully they'll be a little more reasonable. Fingers crossed. I did spend the But if anyone is wondering, yes, Canadian Tire money can be used for anything in the store, including shop fees. I just spent it on the gear oil and the other oil and the oil filter, which are on sale this week. So there we are. It's hard to film and drive. It's basically the kind of spot that you would quickly pull into in Need for Speed or GTA if you needed a garage to cool down in. They're good guys though. And we're back. So he told me $90 a side, so $180, and hopefully it doesn't take him any extra effort to get them out. That's still more money than I really budgeted for this, but it's a lot better than Canadian Tire. So whatever. It does sort of feel like a lot of money, but I really want to get this car ready before I go out planting, because that is way less money than what I would end up paying in additional costs for gas if I take the truck. Like, that thing is not efficient at all to drive there and back, plus all the running around I'll be doing. It's probably going to cost me an extra $1,000 in gas if I take the truck, so this is worth it. It sucks, but it's worth it. Found a bunch of good stuff this week, including this glove. I know that doesn't seem... that might not seem special to you, but it's the brand that I like, the Watson gloves. Yeah, these ones are great. It's got, because they've got leather all the way around both of these fingers, so I think that's great. And this part's leather, although it's a little softer. And it's the right one. And when I picked it up this morning, it was brand new. Not brand new anymore. But it's basically, this is the glove, because I'm always losing the right one, and apparently so is everyone else, because I only ever find the left one. So, that was great. Other stuff. One of the other things that was causing stress this week was Wub got really excited about this Nintendo Labo decorating contest. If you decorate up your Labo and submit a picture, you're entered in to win a Nintendo Labo jacket and another Nintendo Labo kit. We obviously don't have every single one of them, so this is what we've been working on so far. This is the robot kit. It's going to be Bowser. I think it's looking pretty Bowsery. We got a bunch of cones to, you know, put on the outside. Bunch of Bowser fists. Hands and feet. Those should be good. And he actually made this all on his own. I put the eye parts in, but yeah, I think that's coming along pretty great. We think it's contest winning. I guess we're gonna find out though. Fingers crossed, because I would love to have matching Labo jackets, even though it's probably only gonna be one. Woof. Other than that, we had there was the election, and so I went and voted, and well, I mean, it wasn't weird for me, but just the results were kind of weird. So basically, there were a lot of different parties, but there were only two that had any chance of getting in: the NDP and the UCP. NDP, New Democrat Party, and the UCP, United Conservative Party. So think of conservative as, well, conservative is blue, and NDP is orange, not red. And the UCP won by an absolute landslide. They had almost twice as many votes as the NDP, and I found that I voted NDP because I've got great policies concerning social programs. They were investing in education, they were investing in diversifying the economy. They're kind of progressive and taking strides to protect LGBTQ rights. That issue is not something that's very close to my heart, but I do think everybody should be, you know, loved and supported for the, even if only for the fact that they're a human being. And the Conservatives had a single issue on their whole platform. Well, I guess it was two. They were going to push forward the pipeline and make sure the pipeline gets in, and abolish the carbon tax. And I guess everybody's just so tired of the economy being in the crapper that they only cared about one thing, and that's oil money. Which is kind of a bummer, because oil is dead. I don't know enough about politics or either party to really have any right to speak to it. But the thing is, the UCP guy was saying he's going to put in the pipeline and abolish the carbon tax. But neither of those are in his control anyway. So they were just obvious lies, and I guess the majority of the province just wanted to believe those obvious lies so badly that they decided to vote him in. And immediately, it was like 5 days ago that they announced the winners. So 5 days later, he is completely on board with the carbon tax. Duh. In my opinion, the carbon tax should be 10 times what it is, but that's just me. And agreed that the delays to the pipeline are sensible and it'll get put in a reasonable time. And duh, because the delays to the pipeline were primarily that they were trying to put it through, protected native Canadian land. You can't just, plow a pipeline through reservation land. They're opposed to that. So it's got nothing to do with who's in government. It's not going to happen like that. And it's just an embarrassment, really, an absolute embarrassment, because I thought we were smarter than that, but turns out the majority of Albertans, well, they voted for what they wanted. Congratulations. We're blue. An incredibly stupid move, if you ask me, because I think everybody's thinking all of a sudden they're going to have money and jobs. And conservative is sort of like, what is it, Democrats and Republicans. So yeah, conservatives are sort of like the American Republicans, but a little bit different. They've got a reputation for being the ones who make the country money, and then the Liberals are the ones who go around spending it all. But the last time the Conservatives were in power, they actually accrued a debt at the highest rate, at a higher rate than had ever been seen before. So that's not going to pan out, and I don't think all of a sudden everybody's going to have jobs anyway, because their plan to do that was to give giant tax cuts to large corporations. And I've never been a rich person, so I don't know a whole lot about rich people, but I don't think their first move when they get more money is to give it away and hire more people. It's that trickle down. I don't think the trickle down thing is a real thing. Besides, why would you want a trickle? Why not just invest in diversifying things and supporting small it doesn't matter. It is what it is. It happened the way it happened, and no matter how stupid it was, that's where we're at. Anyway, I have a ton of stuff to get done this week because I need to get ready for Wub's birthday, and I also need to get ready for tree planting. So videos are going to be smaller and scattered like this one. I appreciate your understanding. I'm going to do my best, and I'm still here for you guys. So thanks for checking in. I hope you're having a great week. Leave it better than you found it. Keep doing the thing.